Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about what you can expect from Joker 2 with Lady Gaga.
We'll be walking you through the week's big releases, including Lightyear.
And welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I am Luke Owen.
And I like to be the person that wakes up and makes everyone a coffee so that everyone's ready for the morning. Dan Layton.
Is it a Lady Gaga reference?
No, it's a Love Island reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm in that mode at the moment.
I thought you might have done Lady Gaga.
Yeah, not yet.
I was ready to get my paws up.
Well, does she do paws up? She's claws up, no?
Is she claws up?
I don't remember. Little Monsters.
Yeah, the Little Monsters, that's what I'm after.
Do you know I'm going to see Lady Gaga in a couple of
really?
weeks? Yeah, a concert at Tottenham Stadium, as the ads are all saying.
I'm very, very jealous.
I'll bring you some slime. I assume there'll be slime.
Yeah, I think Telephone is an underrated Lady Gaga track.
Yeah. Well, underrated. I think it's rated. I think it's exactly as it should be.
I think people talk about it enough for how genius it is.
How do you feel about the Joanne album?
Well, I mean, let's talk about Joker 2, from Joanne to Joe.
Hey, very good.
Which actually does have a name, because Todd Phillips did say the name is, and I'm going to need your assistance here, because you're smarter than I am.
Infamously, I can say all words.
What is this?
Folie à deux.
Folie à deux. Apparently, well, I know it's a musical term. This is from The Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
It's a musical term for an identical or similar mental disorder that affects two or more individuals, usually members of the same family.
Lovely.
And that is apparently what Joker 2 is being titled.
Well, folie is like silly, I guess, like folly. Like, okay. I don't know. I don't. Oh, there's a French person.
Oh my God.
We have a literal French person in the room.
And I was like, Dan, can you tell me what this is?
Normally Terry's just very quiet, just lets it happen. But in this instance, she's like, I'm not having this. I've got some things to know.
Sorry, Terry.
Everybody can be mad, but also you said it's going to be silliness. But I think in this case, it's to be mad together.
To be mad together. Which is perfect for Joker and Harley, because they are mad, but also she's mad about him.
That's right, Mad About You.
Yeah, starring Helen Hunt.
Yeah. Why isn't Helen Hunt in this movie?
I hope that she is, if they're going to go down this road.
Yeah, because the news came out this week that not only is Joker 2, like, we already knew that was coming down the road.
Yeah.
But now we have got Lady Gaga is in early conversations to join this movie as Harley Quinn.
And I need to say this to you.
Please do.
If I may. I read this news at 3 a.m. and I was sure I was hallucinating. I
feels
read
like a 3 a.m. thing.
Exactly, because the sentence said, Lady Gaga to join Joaquin Phoenix in Joker 2 as a musical. And I went, what? And then I posted it saying, I beg your pardon. And most people replied saying, yeah, I didn't think this was a reputable news source. And then they've all come out and it's like, yeah, this is a thing. Isn't that a fascinating idea? Like, what? Sorry? Pardon.
My favourite thing about this news story is, I told people in the office yesterday, I was like, have you seen the news about Lady Gaga? And they were like, I was like, well, Joker 2, Lady Gaga's joining it. It's a musical. Oh!
Yeah, it's like or the opposite of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of that?
Diminishing returns.
Thank you.
Yeah,
diminishing returns.
So yeah, now that it's a musical, I'm really quite intrigued by this, because, the big sequence that everyone really remembers from Joker 1, aside from a lot of the things, but that big striking visual is the dancing down the steps and
dancing down the steps, but also dancing in the mirror,
Yes.
After he's done his first naughty. Mm-hmm. He sort of is, he's all of this business. So it is a very musical film in many ways, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean...
And also so I wasn't a big fan of Joker. Sorry to this man. But one of the things that I thought was so peculiar about it was quite dissonant for me, was there's a moment where he's getting bullied on the tube by all the city slickers and they start singing Stephen Sondheim at him. And for me, I was like, those men don't know a little night music. They don't know that show. This is come on. So
well, now it's about
well, here's the thing. Thinking about it, the more I think about it, because it's a weird idea to begin with, the book, the more you think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that is a really interesting concept for a film about an insane pair of people who have a chaotic romantic relationship. Why not make it a musical? Because it was already kind of a musical.
I'm really for this.
Yeah.
And I'm also, I'm intrigued by it as well because I feel like this is going to be the Harley Quinn we haven't actually seen on the big screen, because the Harley Quinn we've had, played by Margot Robbie, she's already Harley Quinn.
Right.
This is where we're going back to her, like, Dr. Roos as Harley Quinzel, and just sort of like, actually the relationship beginning between her and Mr. J. Because it's always just been the post-breakup. So, you know, like Suicide Squad was post-breakup. Well, they were sort of together, but they weren't. Then they broke up a lot during that. And then the emancipation of one Harley Quinzel was also the breakup as well. And it wasn't really much reference it in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So this is a nice direction for us to go down, which we haven't done before on the big screen. And for me, the thing that I want to move us away from is one of my least favorite moments of Joker, which is when they go to Wayne Manor. And it's like, there's a little Bruce Wayne there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost that two on the nose thing. One of my least favorite moments in Revenge of the Sith is when Yoda is on Kashyyyk and he's saying goodbye to everyone. And he's like, goodbye, Chewbacca.
Right.
It's like, all right, we didn't need...
Come on.
We didn't need Chewie in this movie.
Spoon-fed.
Exactly, yes. And I feel like little mini Bruce Wayne there, it's kind of like spoon-feed. It's like,
Because it's almost like the whole point of that Joker movie was supposed to be that it wasn't really about Batman or Joker or anything like that. It was a story of a man and his descent or whatever. And yeah, I think slipping it in there is almost like, you know, keeping your options open, but it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And I think if you are going to go high concept, lean in. Don't give us any franchise stuff. Don't give us any Batman. And it is high concept to do a musical with the characters of Joker and Harley Quinn. A musical is a tricky sell. Actually, may I?
Go for it.
I love a musical. Are you shocked? I feel very passionately that musicals are an incredible art form. They are I think can't be very unique, but they are unique. I was about to make bad grammar, and I apologize to this man. But a lot of people don't really vibe with musicals because they don't really get the idea of, like, why are you singing? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And my argument has always been, oh, so you're okay with going and seeing a movie where a man drinks a radioactive drink and becomes a big green rage monster, but someone singing is too far for you? Okay. I'm so fascinated by taking a high concept fantasy comic booky thing and giving it a musical sway. When in a musical, if you can't speak it, you sing it. If you can't sing it, you dance it. What are these two characters going to do with that stuff? That is intriguing. And you know,
we had last week the DC's Black Adam movie.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we watched like, yeah, it's a cool trailer,
Standard.
but it seems like a standard superhero type thing. This, on the other hand, is like, oh, this feels different. This feels, and I'm intrigued by this, and I kind of like want to see where this goes from, which is a massive upswing for me because, like you, I thought Joker was good. Like, I thought it was fine, but I didn't love it like a lot of other people did. My brother-in-law said it's the greatest movie ever made. And it wasn't for me.
No, I have heard people say that though.
But there
are people for whom that it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. But this like story here is not just for those people, but also like it's made a lot of people who weren't all that interested in the second one have now got really intrigued by it.
Yeah, and I would fall into that category very much. Sure, Lady Gags.
This week's big release is Disney's Lightyear, available in IMAX 4DX Super Screen, VIP, and regular old 2D.
Yeah, I like a regular old 2D, just as good as anything else.
It is, yeah. I think it's an often forgotten format.
Yeah, I saw Top Gun Maverick in regular old 2D and cried.
Also, we have Black Phone, which is being previewed tomorrow, and good luck to you, Leo Grande.
I can't really do Black Phone because it's scary, and the big pictures of the man's face are making me a little bit uncomfy on the tube.
Since my wife had our child, she's become a massive wuss. And
hang on,
look, I'm putting it out there. These are her words.
Yeah,
not mine.
Okay,
she's
fine.
become a massive wuss, and is now. We used to like watch horror movies together all the time. She's now like really scared of horror movies.
Because they're your jam.
They are my jam. I've got tattoos that are so much of my jam. We watched the trailer for Nope, and she was like, "Is this a horror movie?" And I was like, "It's the new Jordan Peele." And she's like, "Can't watch it. Not before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I can't watch it." And
I'm on that wavelength.
We saw the trailer for this yesterday because it was on like the telly box, and she was like, "Nope,
nope,
can't do it."
I mean, people will have a great time. It's Blumhouse, isn't it? It's and they do good stuff.
Oh, I love Blumhouse.
It's they took things very simple and made things very like they kind of brought the B movie back. So I wouldn't be surprised. Not the B movie, B movie.
If only they'd bring that back.
I mean, do what you can with the concept, but no, I think they make stuff that horror fans really dig. That it's like just a flick, like you go and see the movie. So I imagine it's going to be really good, and the concept in the trailer looks really good. It's just I like sleep, and I won't if I see it.
The other, obviously, Lightyear is probably the big release this week, though. And there was a review that I saw that cleared up so much of the conversations that we have been having on this show.
Yes.
Because when this movie got announced, Chris Evans said, this is not a movie about the toy. This is a movie about the man who inspired the toy.
Right.
Which made everyone go like, oh, so Buzz Lightyear was actually a real person.
Astronaut,
and then they made a TV show about him, and then there was a toy made about him. And then people were like, no. This is the TV show that Andy is watching in Toy Story and that the toys are then based upon.
Right.
And no one really knew. And also, I would say, Disney just weren't telling us.
Yeah. Keeping the cards close to the chest.
The opening 3 lines of this movie is just text on screen that says, in 1995, Andy bought a toy. This is the toy. This is the movie that toy was based on. Like, where was that in the promotion?
Well, I mean, they like playing with us, don't they? They very much. We are the toys for Disney.
But it's made me look really stupid, Dan, because Daniel, I've been spouting this for the last year, being like, no, guys. It's a movie about the guy who inspired the toy. And everyone in the comments is like, Luke, you're so thick.
If I had the times, I would like a supercut of you, and I'd like it to get more and more frantic, and I'd like there to be some form of a dunce hat put on you.
Exactly. So I just think in this world where we should be more held accountable for saying things wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
That's huge.
No, I was wrong.
And the clip can finish with that. Yeah. I'm excited. Did you see that Chris Evans took a bunch of kids to see it?
Oh.
Yeah, he put on a special screening in a kids' hospital.
Oh, he's the best.
Isn't he lovely?
Also, tickets are available for Jurassic World Dominion, available in IMAX 4DX Super Screen and 2D.
And Top Gun Maverick, also available in ScreenX and good old-fashioned 2 dimensions. 2 of them.
So, what is your pick of the week?
I am going to plot twist you. And I'm going to go with Good Luck to Leo Grant.
That wasn't that big of a plot twist. That's the one I was expecting you to say.
Oh, because I am predictable, if nothing else.
Also, I think I love the look of it, and I'm really excited to see it.
It's a really interesting movie. It's asked a lot of questions. You'll have a lot of conversations after it. You'll go to the pub and have a chat. You don't really see these roles for women of this age in movies, so that's interesting as well. Really good performances, really good little chamber play.
Look, I'm also going to be predictable here. I'm picking Black Phone.
There it is
as my pick of the week.
Yeah,
like I'm excited to see Lightyear. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
because I like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, listen, it's Buzz Lightyear and it's in space and there's a nice little cat toy. And Chris Evans is there. It's going to be charming and fun.
Now, a good place you could go and see these is obviously Cineworld.
Yes,
but what about Cineworld in Leicester Square?
Only my most fave.
I think it might be, because so I used to go to the Empire a lot.
Yeah.
Because they used to do Fright Fest.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
And I, all of my early days of going to preview screenings and stuff were in the Empire. Yeah. So being in that huge auditorium, and it feels so grand, it feels so visual. And now they've got the massive IMAX there and everything. And it's such a awesome destination to go to.
It feels like that's the place for me. But it's for 2 reasons. There's the big shiny IMAX screen, which I love and I always go on about. But I also like the littler screens. Do you know my favorite screen is screen 3, which is a tiny, tiny one that I have subsequently found out used to be the staff room and is now a special little screen.
That's really adorable.
Yeah, it's like 2 rows. Very tiny.
Oh, that's lovely, wonderful and intimate.
Yeah. So you've got massive and you've got small. I like it very much. If you come into town, there's lots of sights to see. Take some time for a movie. Go to Leicester Square.
We're also currently celebrating the history of Cineworld in Leicester Square and that iconic theatre. And if you go there at the moment, they've actually got a showcase around of iconic moments of premieres that have happened.
Oh my gosh.
Of Princess Diana attending the premiere of Jurassic Park.
Oh, brilliant. Love that. I watched the film Notting Hill recently and it finishes with Hugh Grant, spoiler alert, and Anna Scott Julia Roberts they're married and they're having a nice time together. And she goes to a premiere and they walk in and I was like, I know those doors. It's in Notting Hill. It's in Notting Hill.
Tickets are on sale for Thor: Love and Thunder. Minions.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I forgot we had overlay. I was very excited.
It's fine. Do you want to get excited? Go ahead.
I really can't wait.
Also, the Minions: Rise of Gru and Elvis. No, I don't need to ask you any more questions. It's Thor: Love and Thunder.
Always Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm forever know. I am excited for Elvis, but give me Thor now.
Give me Thor and give it now. And a great way to check these films out is by using your Unlimited card.
Oh, dreamy.
I'm an Unlimited card user, have been for many, many years.
Yeah, me too. First thing I got when I moved to London, because I knew I was going to use it plenty. So sure enough.
Well, and how does one use?
Oh, well, it's very simple. You just go and you say, I'd like to see this film, please. And they say, okay. And then you give them the little bang, job done.
Mm-hmm.
And you go and see as many movies as you want in that month. You've also, get into this, got discounts on snacks and drinks. And a taste card linked in with your Unlimited card. So you can get 50% off pizza, restaurants, the whole shebang. And all in this little, it's this size. And it sits in your pocket.
I remember when the taste card thing came in,
yeah,
and Ollie didn't know about it, and I told him
you got to break the news.
Break to him when we were doing an episode, and he was like, "Give 50% off pizza."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah,
yeah."
He's like, "Me?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, you."
Huge,
and he hasn't stopped.
And does he think it's only him? He's sure that he's that special.
Knowing Ollie Davis, probably.
Yeah.
But that's all we've got time for on this week's edition of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. If you want to check out any of the movies that we have discussed, please do click the links in the video description down below. And if you enjoyed these two idiots talking, we've got more audio waffle in the podcast realm, available from all good and bad podcast platforms. Until then, I have been Luke Owen.
And Joanne is a good album.
That's What's On.